So as I said in the last video, I was gonna pull off the mirror, pull off the broken door handle and lock cylinder, get everything prepped, sanded, and then I got it primed now, so I'm gonna spray on a guide coat and then block sand it so I can see where the low spots are and where the high spots are. So we'll get started on that. So I'm just gonna do it the cheap way, grab some black paint and just kind of mist it on there. Then we'll let it dry. And then, like I said, block sand it. I don't have the fancy stuff. I think people usually use, it's almost like a dust in a way. They put that on there and then it'll show the high spots, low spots. But this will do the same thing. Now we'll let this dry, and while you're waiting for it to dry, grab yourself a cold snack and just watch it. Yep, it's drying. I know in the center of the door I have two kind of bigger dents in a way. You can definitely feel it with your hands, so we're gonna block sand it, and then we'll know exactly where the dents are without feeling it. And then I got two smaller dents over in the corner, and I think that's it, but we'll see after we block sand it. So I got my cheap O'Reilly's block and 320 grit. You just want to go in straight motion. Do kind of an X pattern. It's already kind of showing where the low spots are. This actually might need to dry some more. It's kind of clogging up the sandpaper a little bit. But I can already see where the low spots are, and when I run my hand across it, I can feel them. So yeah, definitely here and here I'm gonna have to use filler. I think the top is not bad. It's really just the bottom that is pretty, the bottom needs help. That's where the most dents are. I think I might have this dry a little bit longer. Like I said, I'm self-taught with body work, so I learned from my experiences. This black paint wasn't really working too well. It keeps clogging up my sandpaper. I already cleaned it out, but it was worse than this. You could see the low spots wherever it's darker, and then high spots are where it shows through the either primer or down to bare metal like it is there. But next time I think I'm going to use a primer, a darker primer than what I used, just so it doesn't, primer seems to sand easier and dry faster, so we'll try that, see how that works next time at least. So I got the filler on the 3 low spots. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and sand those down. Don't worry about these holes. Drilled it basically in line with this body line, and then realized it was probably a little too low. I gotta be flush with the bottom of the door, so I had to drill holes higher. That one looks factory though, kinda. Well, it's late. It's about midnight. Gonna let these dry. I'm gonna go home for the night, and tomorrow I'm gonna sand these down, sand it smooth, and then prime it with sealer and it'll be ready for paint. Hopefully I'll have to do one coat and that'll be good. Got the door all prepped, fixed the dents, primed it. That's ready for paint. And then I also got the front bumper prepped, sanded, primed. So that's ready for paint as well. I don't have a paint booth, so it's pretty much just a in the garage backyard paint job. So the bumper and door are painted with paint and dust. No bugs this time. That's a first. I'm gonna wait about 30 to 45 minutes and then spray on the clear coat. I did 3 base coat layers and then I'm gonna do probably 3 clear coat. So I got the bumpers clear coated, the door clear coated, and this is the final product on the front bumper. And this is the door. Paint turned out really good.